Okay. All right. So we are going to talk about hiring your hostess. Okay. You guys, what I do, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I really think it's something, especially if you are on this call and you are plugged into your business, to me, that shows me that you have drive, that you have the passion to be here. You're plugging in. You want this, whether or not you just started or you've been doing this for a couple years. I feel like we need to analyze our business consistently. Like if you're doing the 4 C's, right, in this business, mainly like the C's of being consistent, and have confidence to show up and do what you got to do, and being coachable, the creativity does come. If you're doing all that and you're still not seeing movement, and you've reached up to your upline and you've had them get into your page and get into your parties and give you their opinion, and you've got to be willing to take it. It's one thing to say, hey, help me. And it's another thing when you get constructive criticism and you take it the wrong way. You have to get that gut to say, okay, all right. I appreciate different eyes seeing my stuff. If you've done all that, like I always analyze my stuff. If you realize something is not working, you got to just figure out how to change it up. Because even if we have something that's been working well, like for me, I had something that was working really well for over 2 years. I've had a fire VIP page. I never really had a hard time booking parties. Yeah, there was like lulls, but I never felt like I would be asking and not seeing a result. And I never felt that I couldn't continually grow my VIP page. I used to have just naturally a good turnaround. And by good, I mean like at least 5 people. I'm not saying I had 50 people join my VIP page in every party, but 5 people a party was kind of like my standard. All of a sudden last fall, it was just getting, even like coming out of the summer, it was harder and harder for me to book parties. I was asking, and I was doing the booking blitzes right along with you guys. When I'm on the booking blitzes with you guys, I'm not sitting here coloring, a picture. I'm really working my butt off right alongside of you guys. And I want you guys to know that the reason my business is where it is today is because I work right alongside of you. The reason why I come up with these ideas is because I am doing it every single day, just like you. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out how to plug it in. I'm trying to look at the big picture of what's going on, what's making sales slow down. I'm constantly plugging into my business. So this fall, I started with my level ones. If you are one of my level ones that have a team, you and I had a chat this fall just about where we saw all of this going in January, because I wanted to get a good feel on what my level ones were seeing too. And it was getting a little tougher to run the business, right? So I started looking at what I needed. I needed parties and I needed VIPs. And why do we need that? Because in every party that you have, you're going to meet people. You're going to meet your next VIPs. You're going to meet your next parties. You're going to meet your next reps. You are going to meet someone who may connect you to someone who's going to be a rep. I mean, it's just a major connector event, So you need VIPs, you need parties. And how do you get more of them? And one day I was just talking off the cuff with Ashley Regal, and I was just kind of like, if anyone talks to me on Messenger a lot, you know that my brain changes direction 15 times in a conversation. Like literally, I'll be like, oh my gosh, what do we do this? Okay, well, let's think this out. Let's play this through. Okay, let's back it up. Let's try this. And then as I'm coming up with this idea, then I'll be like, okay, it is literally anyone who witnesses it. It's like, you may think something's wrong with me. You may think I'm having a stroke. Really, it is just the way my brain is working. I am processing things out loud. And some people say I talk to myself. I'm just not answering myself. So I was really thinking about it on there. And I'm like, well, what if and I just kind of started speaking off the cuff. And I'm like, okay, we need to start making our hostesses connect more, not just with us. It was like, we were talking about communication, not just with us. But where's the disconnect with us and our parties right now, right? Where is the disconnect? What's the missing link? It is the hostess. Anyone who's been watching my trainings that date back to over a year, right? I am the first person in the very, very beginning in 2019. The spiel was, I do all the work. You just sit back and collect the hostess rewards. And I learned really early on that that is not the way to run a party. So if anyone on this call is still telling people they don't have to do anything that you do at all, you need to zip your lip right now, because that is not the truth. Okay. Your hostess, yes, she's doing you a favor, but you're getting her free and half price Zaya, and you're working your butt off. So if anybody knows, when you have a resistant hostess who's not willing to plug in, who really just quote unquote did you a favor, the party is really hard to kick off. And you guys, our time is valuable. The busier we get, the more parties we're booking. We can't get stuck in like the quagmire of just like dead parties. So what's the link? The link is the hostess. The link is the hostess. It's always going to be the hostess. So I've always hostess coached, always. But now I realize I'm going to take it up a notch, because I'm doing multi-hostess parties. And we're going to talk about that because, oh my gosh, you guys, who was on a roller coaster this month? I know I'm in all your team chats. I know we're talking. I know a lot of you guys have messaged me. The highs are high, the lows are low. You can be experiencing a high and a low in the same party, a high and the low in the same week, a high and a low in different weeks. And it's becoming frustrating. And this is where you have to get that like steel trap, the steel gut going in. You have to get gritty, people. You have to get gritty. So, what we can only manage so much, because it has been like this. So we're going to get into multi-hostess parties in a minute, but what I started doing, and I know I kind of touched on this in Dash to Director, but I'm going to break it down. So this might be when you want to take some notes, because you guys, I don't like when I tell you guys what I do, not you guys, but like there were so many people in Dash to Director that I would tell them what I did. And then they would message me back and they'd say, yes, I did this, this, and this. I'm like, but did you voice message them? They're like, no. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm giving you the secret sauce. People don't read. You guys have a second to grab someone's attention. It is way easier for someone to have an earphone in their ear and listen to you yap than it is to read your novel. Nobody's reading a novel. And if you're writing a novel, they're skimming it. I could probably read faster than anyone in my family, but I've skipped 25 words out of 30. I just got to the point, like, all right, she wants me to go there. Okay, 7 p.m. So what am I doing at 7 p.m.? Oh, 7 p.m. Okay, I got to go pick her up. And then I'm in the car driving to pick her up, and I'm like, I don't know where the hell I'm picking her up from. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have time to read. Use your voices. Now, the thing I can tell you guys about the multi-hostess, I started doing one message. Keep it simple. You are not messaging 5 hostess at one time. You're not messaging 4 people at one time. I put them in my messenger. I label it. I change the name. Group party to 2/20/2022. So then when I type group in Messenger, all my group party message threads pop up, and I just pick the one that I need. Now you're communicating in a group. And I don't know about you guys, but when I'm talking to multiple people on a Zoom, my energy is a little different than if it was just me and Macy having a chat. Like, it's me and Macy, we're just hanging out, right? We're just talking. We're like, hey, how was Friday night? If I'm talking to a lot of people, you're naturally more expressive. And if you don't realize that about yourself, you're going to start realizing it now, because you've got different personalities listening to you. And it is like, you're not putting on a show, but you're putting on a conversation for multiple people. So I find that when I get more than, when I get my 4 or 3 hostesses, or in some cases 5 hostesses, I'm like a spitfire on that messenger. I put them all in. This is my recipe of how I do it. My parties are ready to go on Thursday. I always start my parties Sunday. Yes, there's going to be a one-off where a hostess says, I can't start that day. This is the day I got to start. We're not talking about the one-off. We're talking about your regular routine. We don't need a backup plan. We don't need A, B, and C. This is the standard. If you have to pivot, you pivot, but we're not going to train on the pivot. So on Thursday, my group is ready. My group is ready to go. My shopping links are good to go. I invite the hostesses. The second I send the invite or whatever, you click the button, I'm in their messenger and I introduce them all to each other. I'm like, okay, guys, it's time to get to know each other. You guys are going to be partying with each other for the next 2 weeks. You guys, I do 2-week parties. I know there's been conversations and some chats about that. This 1 week, I'm doing a 1 week party this week because so many people wanted a party this month. And I'm worried about it because my magic happens in week 2 of a party. So right now I'm in week 2 of 5 parties and 4 of them are only at 200. I'm not even sweating it because I know what's coming. Okay. We could talk about how I do a 2-week party on another training call. And I know a lot of people think that it does require work, but it doesn't require as much work as people think it is. Don't let your fear of trying something new stop you from reinventing what you're doing, especially if what you're doing isn't giving you the results you want. I'm just going to leave it at that. So I tell them, you're going to get to know each other. You should. We're going to be together for the next 2 weeks. All right, you guys, this is day 1 of Hostess Coaching. I'm going to be giving you guys tips and tricks to help make this party take it to the next level. You guys, starting in 2022, I leveled up my game. I've changed my parties because a lot of my hostesses are repeat hostesses. They know right away they're walking into a different event. You know what I mean? And I say it out loud and I'm expressive and I get them excited. You have to bring the thunder. You are the party planner. You are the $500 an hour party planner in South Beach who just booked a J-Lo Ben Affleck wedding. You're going to walk into the event and be like, so, I'd like to give you some tips on how to have a very nice wedding. No, they'd be like, okay, next. You are going to walk in and you're going to give them the world and you're going to be expressive and friendly and you're going to speak and smile. And even though they can't see you, they're going to hear your smile. You need to sell yourself day 1 for them to believe in you. Because if they don't believe in you, they're not going to work for you. Okay. So you just start right there and you'd be like, okay, here are some tips and tricks to you guys. We are taking this party to the next level. Are you guys coming along on the ride with me? Listen, I can't do it alone. Your friends know and trust you. And although I can throw one hell of a party, I need you guys in there to support me, to support your party and to help drive your rewards. You guys are in the driver's seat. You're driving this bus with me. So I'm like, day 1, I'm talking to you guys about how to get people in your party. I hire my hostesses without them even realizing it. And hiring your hostesses is coaching. Okay. Because you need to now convince them to do everything that you're about to tell them. Because if they half-ass the job, you're going to get half-assed results. And I'm tired of wasting time for half-assed results, right? So I tell them right from the beginning, you have 3 ways to invite people. 3 ways. Number 1, I highly recommend you go into that party and you invite all the little bubbles. You just invite everybody that you know. You go into your little bubbles, you hit invite, and you invite every single person that you know in your life that wears a sports bra and a pair of leggings. And newsflash, everybody does. Some of my best customers are 68, 70 years old. I mean, they truly are. I've got some amazing 60-something-year-old customers. I said, so don't hesitate on anyone to invite. But here's the deal, and you have to break it down. To us, this is second nature. To us, we just don't realize what people who don't run online businesses don't know. The things that we didn't know in the beginning, and now we don't even think twice about it. You need to say to them, people don't check their notifications. You need to say, hey, listen, your friends that you're inviting to this party, they probably get a lot of invites. I mean, how many Pampered Chef parties and Color Street parties and Roden and Fields parties have you been invited to lately? Because I've been invited to a lot. So your friends may not be that in tune with their notifications, and your friend's first reaction may be, it's another freaking party. So now how do you change that? You got to follow it up. You need to see who you're inviting, and you need to address and figure out who those top 20 women that you invited are the women you want in your party. Because we all know, and I even say this, we all know we invited 60 people, but we need our 15 ride or dies to show up. So I need you to identify who your 15, 20 ride or dies are, the ones that you know you want in that party. And you need to start taking it from impersonal to personal, and you need to personally invite them. We need to stop allowing Facebook to make everything so unsocial that we don't have to interact, that we just send them an invite. And if they accept it, they do. If you want to have a good party, we're taking it up to the next level. So are you ready to take it up with me? You guys, I leave like 5-minute messages, and anyone who talks to me on Messenger knows that is very easy for me to do. I still don't know why mine stops at a minute. All y'all, when you guys message me, you guys leave me 7-minute messages. Mine stops me at a minute still. I don't know what's going on, and it's updated. So I say to them, break out your top 15, 20 in like, okay, I know when I had a party, I had my neighbors, I had my sisters and my cousins, I had my best friends from high school. I had friends that I had met in Wisconsin when I lived there for a year. So I had like 4 solid groups of women. Even if those 4 solid groups of women, not everybody in the group, like your coworkers may not all be friends with each other, you can still put them all in one group. So out of those 20 people, you might have four messages that you have to send tonight. That's a lot of work, isn't it? Well, no, it's not a lot of work. It's definitely not 20 messages. And I break it down. I said, you go into Messenger because you guys, we do this for a living. They don't. So we need to go and talk slow. Okay. So you say, you put them all in a messenger, you just type their names in, you put your 4 or 5 friends in that messenger, you put, and then you put the message. Hey guys, I'm having a Zaya active party on Sunday. I want you guys in it. You guys know that I've been loving the, I tell them, you speak in your, what do you love about Zaya? What do your friends know that you love about your Zaya? That is what you should be putting in the message. The party starts on Sunday. I invited you from inside the party, but just in case you did not see the notification, here's the link to join. I give my hostesses the link that they copy and paste in their message. So their friends now only have to do a one-touch enter. They don't have to go find the notification and scroll through all they're not going to do that. They are not going to go find the notification. You have to make it simple. So you give them the link from the group so then they can forward it out, and they can really forward it to anybody at that point because now they have it stored in that messenger. So then people just join that way. And then lastly, the road that finds the most resistance is posting on your main Facebook page. Anyone who pussyfoots around that and is like, well, you don't have to if you don't want to, because I know it gets embarrassed. You guys, are you selling leggings? Are you selling your business? Are you selling yourself? Are you embarrassed of what you're doing? Are you embarrassed of your side hustle? No. So stop letting them take the easy way out. Now, are you going to like call them up on the phone and be like, what the hell, Julie? I haven't seen my thing on your Facebook page yet. No. But you're not going to be like, if you want to, if you don't want to, it's okay. I know it might be, no, like you got to grow some balls here. And that's really what it comes down to. You really got to be assertive. You have to take control. This is your business. You're investing your time. And I think for so long, we've just made it like, oh, they're doing me a favor. I don't want to make them mad. They're doing you a favor, yes, but you are rewarding them handsomely. And this is your business. And this is real. Like you may not have them rolling up to your boutique over on Fifth Avenue where they walk in with your mannequin, but you're bringing them to your store. So you have to value yourself more than a favor. So be assertive. All right, you guys, the last way, I'm going to send you guys a couple graphics. You're going to post this on your main Facebook page. I know it's kind of weird, right? Like you're like posting your party invite on there, but it's really just like you're posting your Evite. So what you do is post a picture because you guys, listen, without you realizing it, you've already 50% of the people in your group, you haven't even invited them because in your mind, Christy, she doesn't want to come because of this. And oh, she only wears Lulu. And oh, she doesn't want to go to another party. And she just had a Zai party. You have made excuses for everybody for them. So instead of you being the judge and jury of what your friend wants to do, you need to let it be their option to join. So put a super cute graphic. Here's 3 of them. You pick the one that speaks to you, post it in your main page, tag the group and see how many more people enter. And if nobody else joins the group, who cares? And if you even pick up 1 or 2 people, they might be a shopper that's going to get you over a level that you want to be at. Leave it like that. And then I say, okay, you guys, that's a lot of tips and tricks for tonight. I'm letting you guys off the hook. Spend tonight and tomorrow inviting people. I will see you Saturday. And I leave them alone. Now, you guys, I am in that group, especially if it's a multi-hostess group. I click the bubbles and I see who's in there. And I see which one of my hostesses are inviting, because you may have the hostess who isn't showing up for the party, and that hostess may need a private message. Hey, Heather, I've noticed that you haven't invited anybody yet. I haven't noticed, or maybe you have and they just haven't jumped in the party. It's really important that we get them in the party before Sunday, because once this thing starts rolling, it's hard for them to get caught up. You have to call them out on it in a very nice, respectful way. You know what I mean? Like, where the hell are you? Like, no, like, hey, Have you had a chance to invite yet? And just start the conversation. If and like, listen, you may be getting ghosted. I got ghosted in this last party. I had 4 hostesses and one never showed up. So for those of you guys who've been ghosted, it happens to everybody. Okay. Like she straight up never like showed up. So I just stopped. I should have just deleted her out of the party, but I didn't want to be that mean. But so now your party's invited, right? Watch the numbers, especially if it's a group party. Make sure your hostesses are doing their jobs. None of us want to talk to 7 people. I mean, we will talk to 7 people. I've had really good parties with 10 people, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So now you've hired them to get people in the party in the right way. So now I follow back up on Saturday. My party started on Sunday, but on Saturday, because I've got a group party, I take their pictures because I have, you guys, for my shopping links in a multi-hostess party, I don't do Linktree. I don't do anything like that. I make them send me a headshot, like a selfie. And I pin to the top their selfie and text, like, are you with Team Angela Harvey? Here is your shopping link. Are you with Team Erica Lynch? And I tell them when I go live, find your friend's beautiful face. It's pinned to the top. You could just scroll, find their link. And I do drop their links throughout the party, but I always tell them like how to go in there. So day 1, well, it's Saturday. It's kind of like not day 1. But now I've been having like 80, 90 people in a group and I don't want them just to sit there. I take those selfies, I go to Pic Collage, I drop them in, I do like a little tile and I drop it on Saturday just to get people ready to roll. And I put, which team are you? Shout out your hostess below. What I can tell you with what I've changed since January 2021 or 2022, I think I did it in November too. When they comment on the which team are you, like, I'm Team Maria, I'm Team Beth, I'm Team Rebecca, however they're doing it, I'm going in and I'm dropping a GIF or a GIF, whatever they're called. They're so stupid, but they're funny. And I'm sorry, but when people reply with GIFs, when I post things, I laugh. Like, there are such funny freaking GIFs. Like, even welcome ones are funny, or hey girl, hey, or like there are so many funny ones. You need to lead with humor. You need to make them want to get to know you. You need to make them laugh a little bit, like, oh my God, this girl's so funny. You want that to be your first impression. This is an impression business, a relationship business. You want to give them something to be like, oh my God, this girl's so funny. And if it's someone that you know, you can be like, hey girl, hey, like there are so many funny ones, you guys, like they are hilarious. I reply with GIFs. So if it's someone that I've never met before, it's like, welcome, or like just some cute, like Schitt's Creek kind of like, you know, like there's so many funny ones and you just make people see the humor right from day 1. Saturday, I do that in the group, but Saturday I am talking to my hostesses. They are going to get ready to work. They're going to get ready to show up because I can't do it by myself and have the outcome that I want. But what they don't realize is I'm hiring them, but I'm going to reward them too, because it is our job. So if they're going to help me and assist me, I'm going to treat them like gold. I always treat them like gold, but I've taken my gold treating up another notch. So Saturday, hostess coaching call number 2 comes in. I hop on the chat. I'm like, I'm back. And, you know, some of them are like, oh God, what is she getting? You guys, when I onboard new reps, especially lately, my new reps lately, I task them with things to do. I find that tasking people with things to do creates responsibility and accountability. In the beginning, when I signed up to be a rep, I was not tasked with anything. And when I first signed up my first couple reps, the only thing I tasked anybody with was post my party. And I think Carissa wanted to take her shoe and shove it up down my throat from Rockford. And I'm like, you got to learn it. You got to learn it. Like that's the only task anyone had. And I felt like onboarding was like the 6th week slow death. Like it was like, I couldn't get people onboarded in the right way until I started realizing I wasn't making people take accountability and I was not teaching people responsibility. And you do that by tasking people. So I thought in my head, I'm just going to start doing that with my hostesses. Like I'm going to make them, I'm going to task them. I'm a tasker. So day 3, which is Saturday for me, once I start rolling, it's like my second task. I tell them, all right, guys, tips and tricks. You guys want to have a good party? This is how we're going to do it. And you guys have to listen because there's this thing called an algorithm. And if we don't hook it, this party is dead in the water. We have way too many hostesses in this party and way too many people in this party for us to be a lame duck. Okay. How do you do this business? How do we support this group? Like, love, and comment. I do not expect you to be on your cell phone all day long. I do not expect you to be working your party. I do not expect you to be like on your phone like the whole day. Surely you have 30 minutes in your day to work the room. And I tell them this. The problem with online events, and I'm sure all of you guys, not just you guys, I say it to my hostesses, but you guys could probably agree, they're so boring. And it's like, they're so virtual and they're so impersonal and they're so dud. People think, and we've allowed it to happen, if you have an online party, you don't have to do anything. It's just an online party. People just click the link to shop. It is so not true. That is why pop-ups pre-COVID were always so successful. I loved a good pop-up. I don't know about you guys, if any of you guys have done a pop-up. There's something about people feeling invited, hugged, loved on, appreciative, laughed with. Like there's something about that personal connection that we lose in an online event. And we've been okay with it. We're okay with it. We're okay if it gets quiet. We're like, well, this party sucks. And no, it's not okay. It is not okay. And I tell my hostesses, if we were in your kitchen and you just went to Hy-Vee and you bought some freaking overly priced freaking Prairie Breeze piece of cheese and you got some freaking $13 red bottle of wine that they have by the butcher section, are you going to be sitting there like, this sucks? How do you like those leggings? No, you're going to be talking and chatting. And if somebody buys something, you're going to thank them and you're going to hug them when they walk in and you're going to hug them when they leave. You're going to welcome them when they walk in. Why did we not enforce this in our parties? So I give them that exact example. I said, the only thing you guys don't have to do here is buy cheese and wine. I said, we're bringing our own stuff to your party. I said, but when they walk in that party on Saturday, did you guys see that welcome post? Did you guys welcome them? You guys should go say hi to your friends. You guys should open the door. You should give them a hug. I mean, if you're Italian, you might want to kiss them on the cheek. You need to go greet your guests. Go greet them. I tell them that. Go greet them. I said, listen, guys, as we're going through this party, like, loves, and comments, they're great. But what you also need to do, if your friend has been telling you how good your butt looks in those leggings and she loves the light and tights on you, when we get to light and tight day, you need to tag her. And you need to be like, hey, Christy, these are those leggings you keep telling me that you love on me. If you want to check them out, they're the light and tights. You have to put the tag on. You have to learn, and they don't know how to tag, not everybody, right? So you got to tell them. All you got to do is start typing their name. Their name populates. And some of them are like, yeah, no kidding. But some of them are like, they have no clue. Carissa, I don't want to throw Carissa under the bus, but I know so many of you guys look at Carissa and you guys would never believe that this girl did not know how to use Scheduler. And she just never asked me because she didn't want to tell me she didn't know how to do something. So how many people are in your parties right now that have no idea how to tag somebody? We take it for granted because we do it every day. So just say how to put a tag on. So you got to tell them like, listen, I need you guys to show up to this party every day. Every day. You guys want sales. You guys want your people in it. We've got a lot of people in here. There's 89 people in here right now, which means we need a lot of movement. So I tell them, and I do thank yous. I don't know how you guys do thank yous. I've changed it in 2022. I always used to do thank yous throughout the day whenever I had time. Okay. What I've started doing is I allot 8 to 10 p.m. at night, depending on like what I'm doing, like my day, like right now, I'm not going to get to it till 9 o'clock. To do all of my thank yous. I do them all at night at the same time. So as it's hitting my party, it is just thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you've got more than one, it is more impactful to see it at one time than it is spread throughout the day. Plus, throughout the day, your post my party should be kicking some major butt and you shouldn't have any room to put a thank you in there. So I've been thanking everybody at night. And in a team party, what I do is that when I'm done doing like, oh, thank you so much, Tracy. You're going to love these new items. I appreciate you. I put like a little heart emoji, tag the hostess because Facebook loves a tag, and put another heart emoji. Just so I've got the thank you, I've got the tag, I've got it all rolling, and I stack them at night. I tell them when you see me thank someone, if they ordered from your family room in front of your fireplace, would you say thank you? You better hop on there and say thank you. You need to start looking at this online event as if we're at your house. You guys, that has really made a huge difference. Now, is it the end all be all? Heck no, I still got to jump in there and set some people straight. So I still got to hop in there, but it's how you hop in there, right? It's how you hop in there. It is how you hop in there and you just say, hey, you guys. And it's, hey, you guys. I don't private message someone and be like, Julie, where the heck have you been? I don't make it personal. I don't embarrass someone. I don't call somebody specifically out. I don't want to pin a hostess against each other, but I will bring the attention to the fact like, hey, you guys, party is slow. Where are all my likes? Where are all my comments? Where's everything? You guys, I need you guys to hustle a little bit. This party's kind of getting slow. And if we don't hook it now, we may lose it forever. I straight up say it like that, right? Maybe do group messages instead of all at once. What do you mean, Piper? I'm like, Piper, you can unmute. I just don't know what you mean. Or you can type it in there. I can't hear you.
So okay. I was responding to Tiffany, who said one of her hostess put on Facebook timeout for messaging too often in one day. So I was just thinking maybe do a group message instead of all at once. That way she's not messaging like 52 messages at once. Just put them all in one bubble.
And I don't really ever recommend that my hostesses message all their people. I don't. I mean, I've gotten a lot of questions or a lot of people coming back to me and asking me like, well, my upline told me that I should be messaging I should tell them to message everybody. I don't do that. That's a lot of work. I feel like if we tell our hostesses, okay, now it's time, you're going to go message your 25 guests and ask them if they're going to order. That's really not their job. If they're doing all of this stuff ahead of time, then they should know, okay, Christy, listen, I know Tracy hasn't ordered yet and Lacey hasn't ordered yet and Eva hasn't ordered yet and they were supposed to. Guess who's messaging them? I'm messaging them. I'm the sales girl. I need them to do the recon to tell me who the heck's going to order. Okay. So now I'm through that day. So now I let the party roll a little bit. I want to see my hostesses work. I want to see them work. And I also tell them that wall belongs to all of us. It's not my wall. It's all of our wall. You guys all have your Zaya. You guys show me your Zaya all the time on my VIP page. Show them your Zaya. Get them involved in your party. We are hosting this together. It is a multi thing. Like we're co-hosting. So I've been hit or miss with success on that. But I can tell you when I can get that to hit, it works really well. So then I drop the bomb. I wait a couple days, normally till Wednesday or Thursday, because you guys, I do run 2-week parties. If you guys are on a 1-week party, you have to make sure you set that calendar so you don't let it go too long. I've worked and reworked it as far as the rewards. I have not fine-tuned it yet because every time I'm like, darn it, I'm giving away too much. I do not post this on my main page. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I do not entice, I'm not saying we're not allowed to do this. I don't do this because I don't want someone to party with me just because they think I'm going to be giving them all this crap. I don't want a party like that because a hostess who thinks they're going to get something from me. Oh, I'm going to get hostess rewards and she's going to give me a gift card and I'm going to get a $35 item. Oh yeah, I'm going to, no. I do not post my 2022 Christy Rewards the Hostess graphics publicly. Nobody knows that I do this except for my hostesses in the private chat. Nobody knows because I also don't want to post it in a party because I don't want anything to ever seem disingenuine. A lot of people, and this is how I created this in my head. I wanted to grow my VIP page. I have tried the whole, if you bring someone to my VIP page, you'll get an entry and someone's going to win a gift card and it never works. As much as you guys think it's working, I hate to pee on your parade. It's not working because people are just mass inviting people to win a gift card from you. The people they're putting in there don't even know what the heck Zaya is. They probably don't even know how to pronounce it because you know what I mean? If they really wanted to be in your group, this person would have invited them on their own. It wouldn't have taken a $25 gift card to get this person to invite them into your group. Okay. So now you have this huge thing. You're giving away a $25 gift card and your group grew by 30, but they're people like, what the heck is this page? They don't even get it. You got some dudes in there, then now you're in your bra. You got some guys in there. Like it's wasted space. And I would rather have less people in my VIP than people who are not genuinely wanting to be in there because it messes up your algorithm. So I thought all of this through. And I'm like, there's no better place to get people into your VIP page, you guys, than a party. They know what the hell's up. They know why you're there. They know what you do. They know what you sell. And if they can't stand you, they're not going to join. Okay. They're not going to join because somebody wanted a $25 gift card and they were throwing you in there. Hey, help me win. You know what I mean? They are joining because they like what you did. So sometimes we just need our hostesses to, I swear to God, you guys, when I post these graphics, I tell my hostesses, I'm like, you guys are going to become farmers today. Because you guys, I say it to my VIP or to you guys in Heart and Hustle all the time. We are little farmers. We're farming our little land. You know, we're planting seeds all the time. I'm Farmer Christy Joe over here half the time, right? So I tell my hostesses, I'm like, you guys are going to put your overalls on today because I'm turning you guys into farmers. I bring in the humor. You guys, it's not like boring. It's me texting. I'm making people laugh and I'm making people want to tune in. I'm like, okay, you guys. So 2022, I upped my game. I leveled up my parties. I leveled up my hostesses. I am going to reward you guys. I said, Zaya's got you guys covered on the free and half price, right? They've got you covered. But I want to spoil you guys to say thank you because there's no better way for me to accomplish these two tasks than to have you guys help me with it. So you guys are going to become farmers this party and you guys are going to be planting seeds. And the more seeds that grow between now and the end of this party, well, I give them 5 days after the party ends. I give them till Friday. I said, the more seeds that grow, I'm going to reward you. Then I drop the graphics. I just create them in, what do I use? WordSwag. I do graphic number 1, add VIPs to my page. And I'm still tweaking it because I've had my levels were add 1 to 5 people, get a $10 gift card, add 6 to 10, get a $20 gift card, add 11 or more, get a $30 gift card to be used in my VIP page after your party has closed, must be used within 60 days. Because if they don't use it, I'm taking it back, number 1. And number 2, you're not going to use it to close your party. You're not going to use it like to close you out. You're using it on a future purchase of my future business and my VIP page. And even if it's like you give them a $30 gift card and they buy a $55 pair of leggings, you cannot get stuck on that. You're investing in your future business. And those 11 plus people that they just added into your VIP page is probably going to net you a lot more money than the commission you just lost on that $55 pair of leggings with your $30 gift card. You got to stop thinking so in that pinhole of money. Like, oh my gosh, well, if I figure this out and it's 28% and oh my gosh, I basically just gave her $5 off of her leggings on top of it. No, you cannot think that. She grew your VIP page by 11 people. 11 opportunities for you to shine, 11 opportunities for you to party, 11 opportunities for someone to decide she's badass. I want to be on her team and sign up to be a rep. It is worth a $30 gift card. Now, the only thing that I pause on that one, right, is if someone sends one person to your VIP page, they get a $10 gift card. I was like, huh, that's not a lot of work. That's one little seed. And I gave him $10. But the reason why I didn't change it, I'm going to tell you why. Because that person partied with me, right? She balled out. She partied with me and she tried her best and she got one person. And you know what? That $10 gift card is going to get me another order. And if she gets $10 off of a pair of leggings, so be it. Okay. So that's one way I have them grow my VIP page. And I drop this in there 2 times and I remind them. Okay. I remind them. And they ask, like I say, listen, I don't want you guys putting them in my VIP page right now, because if I'm doing some kind of a deal or steal over there, I don't want their attention to be off your party. That second that last day comes, the second Sunday drops, you start talking to them behind the scenes. I will share with you on the last day my link to my VIP page, and you can start dropping it in their messenger too and share it too with your friends. It has worked. You guys see how many people I have on my page? I had 660 people in December. 660 December, January. I have over 700 right now in 2 months. I was stuck at 660 forever. I was stuck at 666 for a while. My sister called me and she's like, you gotta have dad join your VIP page because you're stuck at 666. And then I would have someone join and then someone would get out and I would be stuck at that stupid number. So then the other way I hire my hostess and I have them plant the seeds is to book parties. I used to do in my party, if I book 3 parties, the hostess will get a $35 or less item from me if I book 3 parties. That hostess barely ever got a free thing from me. So I upped the ante because I want my hostesses to work for me. So in my parties, embedded in my post my party, I have 2 areas where I say, book a party with me. 2 areas. And I tell my hostesses, when you guys see those areas, hit them hard. That is where you're going to find the next person to party with me. And I'm telling you guys right now, since January, every time I post like, hey, book. So what I do at a party, I've changed this. Okay. I've changed it because I'm running out of hostess rewards. I don't know about you guys, but my VIP page is very slow. I know you guys can't tell because you guys are like, she's always on the leaderboard. If it wasn't for me partying, I would not be Karen Anderson on this call with Nancy Kerrigan me because she would just throw me off the leaderboard because my VIP page is a snooze fest. I don't know where everybody is. They're sleeping. Okay. If it was, so that's where I used to do book a party with me, get a free bomber bra when your party is over. I'm kind of running out of rewards. I'm not feeling that $1,000 party level for me as much as I used to. So as much as I don't mind going in and buying a bomber bra, as much as I don't like going in and getting it, it's way easier to give somebody a gift card. And until I start seeing that VIP page kick up and I have rewards, I swapped it to book a party with me. And I will give you a $25 gift card that you may use inside your party or after your party at my VIP page. Because not all hostesses shop their parties. I know some do, but not all of them don't. They just want the rewards. So I've changed it to a $25 gift card if they book a party with me. And I know some of you guys are like, hell freaking no, that is too much. Just tweak it. Maybe you want to do a $15 gift card. I am of the mindset, and I was not when I first signed up. Anything, and they're all tax write-offs, by the way. So anyone is sitting here freaking out and you're peeing in your pants, it is a tax write-off. Every single time you do this, it is a tax write-off for your business, okay? So you are giving someone an opportunity to, instead of being pigeonholed into a bomber bra, because what if they don't like a bomber bra? You're giving them a $25 gift card to put into something else that they're going to buy. And I don't pay it out until the party starts. And that, so I've kind of changed it. So I say, when you see that book a party with me, get a $25 gift card, I want you to hit it hard. They do. So this is the only thing, I say, if I book 1 to 3 parties, I will give them a $35 item or less, my hostess now, when the parties have completed. So I don't give them anything until all of the parties are done. Okay. So it also gives you a little bit of time to build up hostess rewards. If they book 1 to 3, they get a $35 item. If they book 2 to 5, they get a $50 item. No, I'm sorry. 1 to 3, 4 or more. I don't know why I put 2 to 5. 1 to 3, $35. 4 or more party, they can pick a $50 item or less, and I will ship it to them upon the completion of the final party. I know what is going on in your guys' heads. You guys are thinking, this lady is crazy. And the only reason why she's doing it is because she's making good commission. I promise you guys, I was taking care of my customers from month 3. When I got it out of my head in 2019, because of my husband, I always attribute everything to him and his mindset in business. When I stopped looking at the pocketbook mentality, like, oh my God, that's $10 out of my pocketbook, and started realizing that what I was doing is investing in my future business. I know we can't talk money because I'm recording this call and I'm going to post it. If you guys knew how high my sales were this month, you would not believe it, because I don't believe it. And I believe in myself. My sales are very, very high. I sold $1,000 today alone. Why do you think it is that way? Because I got a good smile? Or is it because my hostesses are working their butts off behind the scene, and every single party I was in last week was a party I got in January. Every single party. I worked last week, 5 parties I started a week ago. Every single party, I did not ask for one of them. It was all from parties in January and November. So my investment is totally paying off. You got to stop looking at it small. I do not think you should go into it heavy. These are not heavy numbers. And these, if you pay attention and you really jot it down, are going to net you a return. Now there's one more step to hiring your hostess. Make Room Monday. Because we were blessed with a sneak peek today, it was so easy to hire my hostesses today. So easy. Because you guys, my hostesses thought I was giving them like the holy grail today. I messaged both of my parties that I've got a party that's in its second week and a party that just started Sunday. And I'm like, all right, you guys, who wants sneak peeks at what's going on today in the world of Make Room Monday? And I sent them the big picture, a couple straggly pictures, and just told everybody how to size. And I said, all right, go message your people. You know what they like. Get them shopping. You guys, they went lights out today. And it's a good place to remind them in that messenger because you're already communicating. My whole thing with Dash Director, when I started the idea and planning, it was more around what makes me successful is my relationship building with my customers, with my VIPs, and with my team, with you guys. I know all of this is encompassed together. It is the relationship we have, the trust that you guys have in me, the trust that you guys blindly have, and you believe and you follow like what I'm saying, and you at least try it, whether or not it sticks. You trust and you believe in me. And you know that I'm saying this from a place of total love that I have for you guys. My VIPs are the same way, right? They love me. They trust me. I've built this bond. I built this relationship. And that is why I'm able to do what I'm able to do over there. So today, because you're already talking and you're telling them about Make Room Monday, I was like, listen, and you guys, and you plant the seed because I'm always a farmer. You guys, my middle name is Joe. I don't make it up. Like Christy Joe. I'm like from like Kansas over here. I planted the seed in their head in almost every hostess shop today. I said, okay, you guys, and remember, your links are good for you guys to use too. If there's something that you see you want today, grab it, because even with your hostess rewards, you're not going to get that item for 50% off because Zaya doesn't double dip. And by the time you go to grab that when your party closes, you're getting 50% off of the full price. You're never going to beat this price. So when you're on there today, go snag some stuff at almost every hostess in my shop today. It was crazy because I planted the seed. So what you have to be conscious of are those moments. Are we always going to get sneak peeks into Make Room Monday? No, but what today taught me is the next time there's a Make Room Monday, even if we don't know what's in it and I don't have a sneak peek to it, I'm going to hop in there and I'm going to fire up my hostesses. Okay, you guys. And I did it yesterday. Yesterday, I messaged all my group parties. I'm like, okay, we need to kick this party up. Make Room Monday is the best way to do it. Remember, message people, get people fired up. When you see me post that Make Room Monday thing, tag your ladies and say, who doesn't want a great deal? Pull them into it. And I also tell them a good way to move the algorithm is that when I do a giveaway or a pick a prize or anything like that in the party, I screenshot it, you guys, and I send it to the messenger chat that they're in. I'm like, okay, you guys, pick a prize is live. Go ahead and grab your people, tag them in there and let them go pick a prize. You guys, it has been working so well. And yes, is it more work? Yes. Is there an ROI? A freaking huge ROI. And more important than anything, we all are here for the commission. Can we just say that we're all partying for the commission? And for our future business, you guys know how I feel about parties are the blood of our business that keeps our heart pumping. It makes your bond with those people that much better. And because you're communicating as a group, hold on one second. Let me see if I can mute that.
It should be done, really. Oh, listen right here, just go.
I don't know how to mute everybody all of a sudden. So whoever is not on mute, if you can mute yourself. Tanya, I think it's you, babe. A great way to bond people and to get them to like just build that relationship with you, are moments like this. And then what happens when everyone's back in your VIP page after that party and you post that little graphic that says retail $540, hostess paid $143. Do you know who is all on there commenting? Their new best friends, the people that they partied with, the people that they were in that group with. And now you've just bonded those women. And now when those women start commenting on a post, what I'm noticing is that my other hostesses are commenting back on their comments. They don't even know each other. They met each other and I bonded and connected them by hiring my hostesses and making them work. And yes, I hold them accountable. I'm not a crazy lady. I'm not like, you guys suck. What the hell is going on? I'm like, hey, you guys, we got to get this algorithm moving. Okay, you guys, tomorrow, I need you guys on it. I really need you guys to jump on in there. It's a little slow. It's like, like ghost town in there. And I just make it cutesy and I pull them back in. So you guys, I'm telling you, this method is working. Most importantly, it is bonding you to the people who've trusted you to do this business more. And you're giving them a slight inside look at what is making the party successful. Because you guys, if they decide to turn around and join your team, half your battle is done. You've already taught them how to do that because now they can copy and duplicate what you've taught them to do already in that chat. So you see how it's just another ability of duplication when the time comes and that person jumps to join. I've got so many girls that I've met lately that I'm just like waiting. I just know in my gut. And they're watching me party like this and they're watching how interactive I've been with them and how much I've tasked them through the art of hiring your hostess, that I know they're going to be like gangbusters when they sign up, because I have a couple people that I know in my mind well. So that is hiring your hostess. Really quick, I'm going to give it like a few more minutes and then you guys can do Q&A. We need to normalize the fact that this business is not for the weak at heart. Okay. This month has been tough and I've seen it. You guys, my parties have gone like this. I had a hostess that didn't show up. Okay. I had a hostess that didn't show up, but I'm heavy loaded in parties this month. So of course I'm going to try to rock it. I am definitely not the leader who's going to be like, it's all sunshine and rainbows, you guys. Like, yeah, everything. No, it's hard. This is hard work. This is hard work. It's repetitive, hard work that we have to do every day. But so is life. Okay. You work your butt off for your employer. And at the end of the day, you're getting a W-2. You're getting a W-2. All you are is an employee. You're expendable. You can be let go and they will replace you. When you work for yourself and you are just paying yourself with a 1099, we don't understand that the same trials and tribulations that are from that big company that you worked for and the stuff that their owner goes through, we go through it too. You are in sales. It's going to suck sometimes. There are peaks and valleys. Okay. All I can tell you is I know some of you guys have had a rough month. You guys have messaged me and I know we're powering through it. Don't let a few crappy weeks like take the light away from everything else you've done. Don't allow that to happen to your business. Don't do that to yourself. Don't take the confidence that you have built and let a couple crappy weeks or like that multi-hostess party that you were really hoping went well and it was your first one and it just didn't go the way that you wanted. Don't let that discourage you from trying it again. Don't let it discourage you from reinventing, and not reinventing, but being innovative in what you're doing. We need to normalize that this business isn't always sunshine and roses and puppies and unicorns. It's hard work. And in case anyone hasn't recognized, there's a lot of crap going on in the world right now. What is happening right now in our business is people are kind of keeping their purse strings a little tighter because gas is through the roof and our heating bills are through the roof. And people are, when we, especially women, our normal customer is a woman, we think about everything. Okay. We analyze everything. We are like constant data analyzers and we tense up and we get scared. What is happening right now is what I thought was going to happen during COVID. I mean, that threw me for a loop that all of a sudden I thought everyone's losing their jobs and we were going to not see any sales. And no one was expecting that. They weren't expecting it. Zaya wasn't expecting it. We weren't expecting it. What's happening now because of the word inflation. I know unless you are an economic person major, you're not going to get that. I barely understand it. So what we can say is our grocery bills are higher, our gas bill is higher, buying anything is higher, a lot of things are higher. So women are pausing. They're still there. They are still freaking there. You guys still need to show up like you would any other day. Because the beautiful part of this business is we don't have overhead. You don't have to buy anything at Maker Monday. You don't have to buy New Release Wednesday. You don't have to pay rent for that super cute shop at the mall. You don't have overhead. You don't have to have any overhead. You have to remember that. All you need to do is show up every day, keep your page consistent, keep your business open, keep the lights on in the store, and show up for your VIPs. Just because this week or last week or this month, and you guys, it may get even a little tighter. They may be waiting for that one amazing New Release Wednesday that comes out where they splurge and get themselves a pair of leggings. It will change. It will. What goes down will come up. And it's not just in this business, it is in the cycle of life. Okay. There are peaks and valleys in every single thing we do. Our marriages, our friendships, our relationships with our children, our parents, our coworkers. It is just what it is. And right now, people are just, they're being a little bit more frugal. And we need to be mindful that it is not us. And if you're showing up every day, you need to keep showing up. And if you want to vent, and if you just want to scream at the top of your lungs, message me. Okay. Because the thing is what is going down right now is going to come back up. And what's not going to come back up are the people who took their foot off the gas pedal because they thought nobody was watching. Okay. We're in a weird spot right now. We power through it. And the best part is we don't have to pay overhead to run our business. If you don't sell $600 this month or next month, it's $15. $15 overhead to run this business. Okay. Reach up, ask for advice, lean on your upline, lean on your sideline sisters, lean on a friend. Okay. Bring your husband into the conversation. I understand not everybody has a husband that's in retail like me, but trust me, this is okay. And I don't want the people that have been beating themselves up lately, and you know who you are because you've messaged me, don't undo every positive, awesome thing that you have done in this business because you've had a crappy couple weeks. And I want you guys to take the idea of Punta Cana. If you're going to hit it, you're going to hit it. And if you're not, you're not. And that does not define who you are or what you're doing. These ideas are going to help you grow your business. These ideas are not intended. This hiring your hostess is not intended to get you to Punta Cana. That is something that's completely separate. Punta Cana is one moment in time. It is a few days of the year. This business is your future. Stop letting outside noise or the stress or the worry about not living up to a goal that you have. You guys, I fail at goals all the time. The only difference between that and like the way I fail at goals, you better believe if there's something on my whiteboard that I don't get to, Double Zaya Executive has been on that damn whiteboard for a long time. Do you think I've ever wiped it off? Do you think I've ever stopped trying to get there? Do you think I've ever stopped analyzing the data and pushing myself forward? Never, never. If I can't find a way to get through the door, I'm going to find a way to jump through the window. Okay. I need you guys to find that in yourself. And I need you guys to stop defining your success this month by a weird couple weeks. And I need you to find that in your gut. Okay. So we are here for each other. This team is here for each other. We need to normalize the hard work because this isn't easy. And anyone who says, I just started this business and like I'm making six figures because everybody just shops from me, they're lying to you. It's TikTok ridiculousness over on there. The shoot, like where they like, there's a gun the shot and they're like making six figures, retired my husband, da-da-da-da-da. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Maybe you did it like there are people who can continue that, but come on, it's hard work. And I just want you guys to remind yourself of that. And when you want to scream, I want you to reach up to your upline. I want you to not go at it alone and not be in your head. And to the people who've reached out to me in the last week, thank you. Thank you so much for being vulnerable enough to say something to me, because that is what we need to normalize. Hard work and being innovative, because if Christy was having issues and I needed to do this, everybody is having things where we can recreate what we're doing to make us more successful. And you better believe I'm not letting a bad month If I let December, because December sucked for me, define what I was going to do this year, December's when I kicked it up and I took my stuff to the next level, and it didn't show in my business until January, and now really showing in February. Okay. All right. Is there anybody who has questions, any Q&A? I'm going to go through these messages, but I think you guys have all been catching up really good. If anyone has any specific questions about hiring your hostess or a multi-hostess party, now is the time. And if you guys are catching this on replay, when I post it in the page, you guys can just comment below. So does anybody have anything that you guys are stuck on or a question? No. Okay. Well, you guys, I will say this until I'm blue in the face. I am who I am because of this team, because you guys teach me stuff every day, and me sitting here thinking of ways to help you guys take your business to the next level will always make me a better person in this business for my own business. Okay. I teach myself so much of what I've taught myself because of me brainstorming with you guys. It's invaluable. Okay. My best stuff has been talking to my team, my sidelines, and creating these things from nothing. None of this stuff just popped up in my head. You guys all have inspired this. So inspire yourselves, work on that C of the 4 C's, being creative. Trust me, you guys, if you can't get through the door, you go through the window, and it's all about your creativity, but you got to know you want it, because this is hard. You need grit and drive and passion. You show me one person who's successful in business who doesn't have all of those things. There's not one person. There's not one person who's cried. There's not one person who's wanted to punch a wall. One person who's felt that they failed. There's not one person. I might do all of that in one day. And some of you guys have been on Messenger when I've done all of that in one message. Okay. But there is a room at the table for every single person in this business. We are not in competition with each other. There's abundance of space here. So find your foot, get stronger, get confident, and implement this stuff. I'm telling you guys, I've never seen my business move the way that it's moving since I started doing this, 2022. And I have a sales goal for myself every single month, because I'm going to tell you guys this right now. By my 3rd year anniversary, August 29th, I have a huge goal in my mind of where I want my personal volume to be. So I'm charting it out every month to get there. I've never seen growth as much as has been happening right now since I've hired my hostesses, since the pandemic and everybody went crazy and we're just buying leggings like they were never going to see them again. So I know in my gut, it is this plan that I put in place. So try it, try coaching your hostesses, and be consistent with it. You can't half-ass this. You can't, because it all flows together. Okay. Good luck. If you guys need me, you know where to find me. I will have this posted tomorrow for anyone who needs the post. It'll be posted at some time tomorrow on Heart and Hustle. Okay. All right, you guys. You are so welcome, Lynette. All right. Mwah. I will see you guys all later.